Hello people, so glad to see you today. Thanks so much for joining me. And this week I want to talk about character traits, and that is something that I take very seriously. It is one of the most defining things about characters, and I like to have a few strong traits, but it becomes tricky when you have too many traits. So I like to stick to 5 because I want the characters to be defined, and in my opinion it is their traits that define the characters. For example, if you're familiar with the story The Hunger Games, you know that Katniss Everdeen is very loyal to her sister, and it's not necessarily her relationship with her sister that defines her, but rather I think it's her loyalty trait that defines her. So try to have 1 or 2 really strong traits that truly define the character, that everyone that the character interacts with know. That's my cat. Or even your side character. Emma, we're having a serious conversation here. Silly kitty. Anyway. I have a co-star. But anyway, so the point of having a few strong... It's really hard to take this seriously with a cat on your lap. So anyway, have a couple of really strong traits that define the character, and so that each character that character in question interacts with knows about that person because of their defined trait. There we go. I've been trying to get that out. I've been trying to get that out because of the cat. But anyway, yes. So have a few defined traits so that anybody in the store that interacts with that character knows who they're interacting with and what that person stands for because they feel so strongly. Now, some characters aren't revealing of their traits. They're a little secretive. I mean, think about the people you know in your own life. You know some people that hardly reveal anything. So that itself can be a trait. So don't be frustrated if the characters don't speak to you right away. That's okay. That is part of the character. Not every character is going to be outgoing and strong and very personable. So keep that in mind too, that defines the character. So if that's something you're struggling with, don't fight it. Just accept that that's part of the character and work with it. It is a little frustrating when they don't tell you what they're thinking. But yeah, when that happens, I just make it part of the character. For example, in my book, The Quest of the Prodigy, one of the characters, Eamon Hamilton, is very, not very outspoken. So yeah, it is challenging when they're not very outspoken, but that doesn't mean that they don't have their own traits and that they're not constantly thinking. So I hope that's been helpful, you guys. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if it has, and don't forget to hit subscribe because I do a video every Wednesday to help you get in the writing spirit. And if you have any questions that you would like covered in a video about writing, please feel free to do so. I do have a feature on my blog, lifenewscoffee.com, about an Ask the Author feature where if you have a question about writing, I will do my best to answer it in a video response such as this one. So thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'm sorry about my cat. I wasn't expecting that, but I promise I'm a professional. And I'll see you guys next week. Who knows, maybe Emma will too. Until next week, happy writing. Bye, guys.